Welcome back to one more session. Today in this session, I'm going to explain about part 1 of the Stockholm conference, which is says about seven truths about man in his relation to the environment, which held in part 1 of the Stockholm conference. According to that, man is both creator and molder of his environment, which gives him physical sustenance and affords him the opportunity of intellectual, moral, social, and spiritual growth. In the long and tortuous evolution of the human race on this planet, a stage has been reached when, through the rapid acceleration of science and technology, man has acquired the power to transform his environment in countless ways and on unprecedented scale. The both aspects of man's environment, the natural and the man-made, are essential to his well-being and to the enjoyment of his basic human rights, even the right to life itself. The protection and improvement of human environment is a major issue which affects the well-being of people and economic development throughout the world. It is the urgent desire of the peoples of the whole world and the duty of all governments. Third one, man has to sum up constantly experience and go on discovering, inventing, creating, and advancing. The capability of a man to transform his surroundings, if wisely used, can bring benefits of development to all people and the opportunity to enhance the quality of life. The same power, if wrongly applied, do incalculable harm. We see around us growing evidence of man-made harm in many regions of the earth. The fourth one, in the developing countries, most of the environmental problems are caused due to underdevelopment. Millions continue to live far below the minimum levels required for a decent human existence and deprived of adequate food and clothing, shelter and education, health and sanitation. These countries must direct their efforts to development, keeping in view the priorities and the need to safeguard and improve the environment. For the same purpose, the industrialized countries should make efforts to reduce the gap between themselves and the developing countries. The natural fifth one is the natural growth of population continuously presents problems for the preservation of the environment. Appropriate measures should be adopted to face the same. Of all the things in the world, people are the most precious. They propel social progress, create social wealth, develop social science and technology, and transform the human environment through hard work, and the capacity of the man to improve the environment increases with each passing day. Sixth, a point has been reached in history when we must shape our actions throughout the world with a more prudent care for their environmental consequences. Through ignorance or indifference, we can do massive and irreversible harm to the earthly environment. There are broad vistas for the enhancement of environmental quality and a creation of good life. To defend and improve the human environment for the present and future generations has become an imperative goal for mankind. The last one is for achieving the environmental goal. For achieving the environmental goal, we demand the acceptance or responsibility by citizens and communities and by enterprises and institutions at every level. All share equitably in common efforts. A growing class of environment problems will require extensive cooperation among nations and the action by international organization in the common interest. These are the seven truths about man in his relation to the environment, which is given in the part 1 of the Stockholm conference in 1972. Thank you.